An owl sends a super fast hedgehog to Earth, and now he has to stop a mustached weirdo. Welcome everyone to my review of Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie based on the video games. And before I even start talking about this movie, I feel like it is only fair that I talk about that horrifying creature before. Because when this movie was announced, I didn't really have much faith in the movie. Now, the reason for that is because of the fact that video game movies aren't really that good. Sadly enough, they're not good. And I don't get why. Because nowadays, at least, video games are basically just extended movies. So how is it so difficult to make a good video game movie? But, like I said, when this movie was announced, I did not have faith in it. Then we got the first trailer, and my lack of faith was entirely justified. It's like watching the Snow White live-action trailer and being like, yeah, this looks like garbage, and the movie's probably entirely gonna be garbage based on this one trailer, because you do not respect the source material. I mean, look, I'll put it on screen right now. Look at the original Sonic. Oh, what a thing that was. Whew, that sure was something. And I was done with this movie after that. 100% done. Then they changed what Sonic looked like. But that means that they're listening to the fans. And that, my friends, is something Hollywood doesn't do. So that immediately gave me more faith in this movie. And I was like, you know what? This might be a good movie. Then they debuted a new design for Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was like, you know what? This might be a good movie, because overall the trailer wasn't really bad. It was just Sonic's design was horrible. It was horrible. But now they've changed the design, and I was all for it. And my goodness, did they do Sonic justice. They do Sonic justice. Now, for anyone who wants to see, like, Sonic characters left and right, Blaze the Cat, Silver the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Tails, Knuckles, whatever. Just so you know, this is based off of Sonic 1, the video game, where it's just Eggman versus, or Robotnik, as he was called back then, versus Sonic. That's it. So, I like that as well. So don't expect too many Sonic characters to show up in this movie. Also, once again, I will just say this. Spoiler-free review, spoiler talk will happen later. I do videos this way. Sorry if you're upset about that. Continuing on. But man, did they do Sonic justice in this movie. He is such, like, he has ADHD. You cannot deny that. He has ADHD. Because of the fact that I have ADHD. And I know exactly what he's like. I mean, I'm not as fast as he is. To be honest, if I run, I feel like I would just fall apart with a slight gust of wind. But doesn't matter. I get that, and I love that about Sonic. He is so fast. However, what I also love is that they show how lonely he is. He is fast, but he's lonely because of what happens at the beginning of the movie. Sonic loses a parental figure and now is on Earth all alone. And now he needs to find a new family, kind of. And speaking of Sonic, let's talk about the voice actor for Sonic. Ben Schwartz voices Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not any of the game voice actors. It is a new actor. I don't even know who Ben Schwartz is. I don't know if he's a big actor like, you know, Idris Elba voicing Knuckles. I just know that they chose him to voice Sonic, and he does a fantastic job. But like I said, he's great. And the movie's funny too. The movie is really, really funny. I couldn't stop cracking. And that is because of the fact that even though in this movie, if you've watched the trailer or even the movie or even looked at the picture of him, Jim Carrey doesn't really look like the Robotnik or Eggman that we truly love. But man, is Jim Carrey perfectly cast in this movie as Dr. Robotnik. He steals the show. This is not one of those times, like for example with the Venom movies, where it's like, okay, when Eddie Brock and Venom are on screen, we have a good part. We got a good time. But when Venom is off screen, the movie starts to dip. No, here it's like, when Sonic's on screen, we're here to party. When Robotnik, or Eggman, is on screen, man, are we still partying, because he's so good. He's so silly, man. Oh, I wish I wasn't scared to show footage in reviews because of the fact that I would have so done footage in reviews, but I'm too scared about that, so you'll see some Sonic gameplay. Have not decided which yet, but we'll decide that eventually. And I never want to see Jim Carrey leave. I want to have Jim Carrey here till he's 90. And even then after that. So there we go. We talked about the two main characters. Let's talk about some supporting cast. Starting off with Tom Wachowski, I think his last name was. Tom Wachowski, or as he is better known as Donut Lord. He is played by James Marsden, and if that sounds a wee bit familiar, that is the guy who portrayed Cyclops in the live-action X-Men movies made by Fox back in the day. And he's good. He works as this like responsible adult, but also who can have fun and also is just really caring. And I liked him a lot in the movie. You know, I mean the fact that, you know, Donut Lord, perfect. Also, we have Pretzel Lady, aka Maddie Waskowski, Tom's wife. And I will say this about her. I really like her in the movie because she stands by her man. And that is something that you have got to respect. Obviously, Tom also stands by Maddie, but since Tom comes in with an alien, you know, it's a bit of an issue there. But I really like Maddie and Tom, and also as a couple in that sense, I really like them as well. Now, this comes from someone who has about 0.000% experience with relationships and doesn't really understand when there's a good or bad relationship on screen, because for me, a relationship is usually whatever. I really liked the two of them together when they are, let's just say, celebrating something. But I like them together, and the fact that, you know, like Tom and Sonic formed this really great friendship by the end of the movie is also really good. Jim Carrey's fantastic as Dr. Robotnik. We also have Agent Stone in this movie, who is basically Robotnik's main lackey. Yeah, he's fine in the movie, but he kind of becomes better in the next movie. And let's just talk about this lad then. So this movie also has a character named Wade Whipple, and he is a dim-witted deputy sheriff, as it says here on the Wikipedia. And he's actually good. I liked him in the movie. He has a couple of gags that he has here and there, just a couple of funnies, and then call it a day. Yeah, I fully respect that, because he should never have his own anything. There should never be a movie or a TV series based on him. Like, he works really well as like a cutaway gag. He doesn't really work well when the entire spotlight is on him. And I was not expecting the cameo and kind of crossover from Galvatron from Transformers Age of Extinction. To those who know, you know what I'm talking about. But overall, like I said, this movie is very, very funny. I thought it was a great time. Is it perfect? Oh, no. Because it has that kind of like basic element to it as well, where it's like, you know, like a lot of movies have it. The movie kind of slows down a bit, and, you know, it is missing the greater Sonic universe. Now we get that next time, though, and I'm very excited about that one. Also, I would like to make a small announcement before we get into final verdicts, because that's about all I have to talk about next. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That movie's coming out in, I'd say, about 2 weeks. If everything goes according to plan, in 2 weeks, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will come out. Basically, Sonic vs. Shadow. I'm personally very excited about that movie. However, I will say this, I will not be able to review it that week. So while we have, right now, just like what I did with Deadpool and Venom, where we have kind of like the road to Sonic 3, I won't be able to review that until 2025. So I would like to apologize for that one, but it will be reviewed as soon as I get the chance. It's just the problem is, in the week that comes out, I will be at my mom's place to celebrate Christmas, and I can't review the movie until I'm back home, which will be in 2025. Just thought I'd mention that. I will mention that in the review for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as well. So let's move straight into final verdict, because I have nothing else to talk about other than spoilery stuff, but we'll get there with the spoiler talk. So, my final verdict for the movie Sonic the Hedgehog is going to be an 8 out of 10. I will give it an 8 out of 10 and a high 8. It is highly recommended. I can't give it any more because the movie has some issues. Some issues that I also won't really talk about in spoilers, but that is because of the fact that I can't really put those issues into words. It's just a lot of movies have this issue, and I never know how to talk about it. But it is an 8 out of 10. Do I recommend you guys to see it? Oh, absolutely. And if you guys have already seen it, I don't care. Watch it again. I got both Sonic movies on Blu-ray, and that's how I've been able to watch this. And I would recommend you guys just pop in that Blu-ray, pop in that DVD, or pop on the streaming service or whatever you can watch it, and give this movie another watch, because this movie is great. But what I'm also very excited about is what we will be talking about next time, because next week, hopefully on the same day, me, myself, and I, we will be reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I'm very excited about that. But with that being said, I do hope you guys have enjoyed my review of Sonic the Hedgehog. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the movie. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you excited about Olive Garden, baby? Or are you not excited about Olive Garden because that promo was very, very ham-fisted into the movie? But tell me your thoughts on the movie down below. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, or if you've not done so already, turn on notifications, and don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel, link to the description and at the end of the video. And as always, stay tuned for more, because next week, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Bye!